Well, what we're in for today is actually one of the worst ones in an intriguing kind of way. So here we go. This is a kind of a rarity. This is an old road, goes back to the 1700s, proper double rock wall lined all the way up. But the interesting thing about it that makes it one of the rare and odd ones is that when you get up to the top, it actually ends. And, you know, for us around here, that doesn't happen too often. There's always an offshoot cart path or another road, but there's a couple old farms up here, and it gets so bad that there was nowhere else to go except for them to turn around and come back. So that's where we're heading, and hoping to do some detecting. So let's climb. Bit of flat. Most of the up was at the start. So what made me choose this area is the extreme. A couple weeks ago we did that video where it was just clean, flat. This up here is the complete and absolute opposite, but the same in the respect that people still colonized and built farms. So we're on the road. You can obviously see the wall for the border of someone's old farmland. Look at all the rocks on the other side of the wall. Absolutely useless land, but yet they still walled it off. And actually, it's been 4 years since I've been up here. Only did it once, and just remember it being like, wow. So that is a good enough reason to return. And I'm going to get all the way up to the top because I remember some interesting area where there was a farm that I just want to go back to, so that's where I'll be. Okay, the usual 20 minutes, pretty much up the entire walk. So there's a cellar hole right there. This is the old farm. My interest today, because we had already been up through here on the road years ago, I didn't go looking out back to see what kind of farm this was. We have a lot of land to look around, but that's the objective today. See what's out there, and maybe we'll find something in the ground. I see green. Definitely a weak signal, and numbers were a little low. Ah, it's a button. There's a lot of color. Actually, still some gold on there. Wow. Yeah, that was 7 or 8 inches deep, but mission accomplished. Big signal. Oh wow. Pocket knife. What is left of the poor thing. It's actually being held together by what's left of the wooden scales. Nice. Love finding these little old folders. Didn't sound deep. It's foil, way up here. Probably loggers. From like forever ago. I just walked into the tree line there and I can actually see old ruts from logging. Yeah, long time ago. Casing. There might be a coin. Wow, it's a memorial. A memorial penny. Jeez. I'm not gonna bother checking the date, but there you go. We're up 1 coin. We'll take it. Alright, we'll give it a look for curiosity. I think it says 1982, which it's 40 years. It was 5 inches deep easily. Actually, now that I think about it, that's the first clad coin I've dug this year, and actually in a long time, but as you would expect, or not to expect, too much of it out here. So, still a fun find. .22 slug. When it takes you 4 minutes to find something, you know it's probably going to be a 22. So I'm still swinging in pretty much the defined living space. You can see the tree line, you know, and then it just goes out. But there are things around here, right on the edge. Bricks, piles of small rocks. You can almost see a line in here from where they, you know, basically cleaned the main yard to this point, and then it's still the out there that's the unknown. I don't think we're going to be able to make a loop today, as in I was going to go up, out and around, but it's just down in every direction. Probably why there's 1 road in, 1 road out. But I'm going to keep moving along the living space line here, and we're finding things. That's pewter. Well, that's different. I was almost going to say part of a shoe buckle frame, but the shape is not really consistent. I mean, it could have been. Just could be something else, but... Huh. Well, that's pewter, so it's old. Well, I finally swung my way down into the back part. When I say down, it's just going down, and then over here you can see the discharged rocks pretty wide, so they were working it for a while, and that's definitely the end of where they were working. Wow. Today's one of those days that I have to be mindful of how far I roam off course and down into areas like that, because it could make leaving a whole lot worse. I don't know if I'll find anything out here, but we'll swing around for a few. Crazy. And so as I walk up to swing near the wall, here's a indicator of something. Barbed wire in the ground. So they definitely were using this up into the late 1800s at the least. All those things. Bottle cap. Doesn't sound good, but let's take a look. Oh, there we go, that's cool. Horseshoe with nails. Well, I'm back up at the living space line for a couple more signals. Can't go too far that way. Nice, big button. Folded shank. Beautiful. Well, I'm glad I walked back up out of the abyss for a little bit. Still, same thing. The end of the push. It's always one of my favorite places to detect because it's such a defining line between where people spent most of their time, and then on the other side is always workspace. Stand up, swing. Right next to it. Nice. Another one. I think it's a match with a more impressive shank. Beautiful. Jeez. 2 for 2 right here. Check it. Nothing, but you could hear the amount of iron that's in this line. Again, it just, everything gets pushed to the edge. All right, I'll walk my way up to the end and that'll be it. Piece of pewter, could be from a spoon bowl. It's got a bowl-like quality to it. Another bottle cap. Well, that was a good dig. A little bit of variety. It was a different outcome in the fact I wanted to go way out, but we saw that that was probably not a good idea. And it turned out for me to work the lines. The living space lines. Probably, I don't know, I'd say about 2 acres around the cellar hole, but all I did was walk that perimeter. You can see the tree line. So that's what it was all about today. The lines.